welcome to the Extra Medium Show.
I want to know Camino, honestly.
I saw one, yes.
That's on my bucket list to own one. Because my dad had one, and I loved that car.
It seemed pretty tight on the inside.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
They have
not for my
seats
everyday
in the
car.
back, right? Yeah, there's a front, and then there's like seats that face each other.
Jump seats.
Yeah, and I would always get stuck in the back, and it's literally like that much room.
That's what Cory thought he was about to be riding home in. From
Yeah, I did. I was like, how are we going to do this?
Especially with me getting in the back.
I mean, yeah.
Like him, he could wedge.
I was very concerned. Nobody else seemed concerned at all. I was like, I brought it up several times.
I knew it only because I had a very similar truck to Jay's, except I didn't have a door. Jay had that side door.
Yeah.
Mine
I was very, very concerned. Dang, we're slipping. How will people know?
I don't know,
Down
bro.
back there, guys.
Shh. We should have a
Shameless
studio audience. There's just like 3 people.
I think people would be into it. We have before. Not a studio
I
audience.
kind of
but
feel awkward when
There's
we do
been
it.
people. I think it kind of adds to the vibe. Like, it feels less weird.
It feels like we're performing.
Yeah, we are. So, I'm a great friend. And when people recommend movies to me, I watch them. Unlike people I know. You still haven't finished Fallout.
How do you know?
Because I know. Season 2's coming out in December.
I'm waiting.
And Season 3 got greenlighted.
I'm waiting to get refreshed. Like,
I'm going to watch it again, so.
All right, I'll
See, I
watch
have
it.
to watch them all.
I'll watch it in your rewatch.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Like if I do once a week, it throws me off. If I have to wait.
Honestly, the big thing with me is these shows, they come out, and Fallout was different because they did weekly episodes, right?
No, it all came out at once.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because
So you're the guys that are the opposite.
Yeah.
I don't, because, well, they come out, you binge 8 episodes because the seasons are usually not very long.
And then you wait 2 years.
2 years, like I love Stranger Things, but shit, it's been 8 years since the last
I
season
just
came
like
out.
I don't think they're gonna make
I like discussing it with people.
Well, after this next one is done, it comes out in November.
Like in college, my buddy would come over every Sunday and we'd watch The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
And then you have a week to talk about it,
Right.
what's going to happen, talk to people at work. Everybody's
Right.
on the same page.
Right.
Fallout, like, I watched like 2-3 episodes. My buddy watched all of them. And I'm like, wait, and we couldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, this whole thing.
like really, realistically, especially a weekend, but even like a Saturday, you could watch the whole season.
Yeah.
See, I would for Fallout is I'd wait a few weeks and then I'd watch them all at one time. Because then it's like if somebody is doing 1, 2, or 3, they've probably already gotten to.
I watched episode 1. My wife fell asleep, but I was like, I'm not waiting. So I watched it. It was so good. I was like, all right. So then I rewatched 1 with her, and then we knocked them out pretty quick. Then I got people at work on board. All these people, like all these women that like didn't care about Fallout, and they got into it, and like.
Have you watched the new season of The Last of Us?
No, I need your HBO password.
Okay, I'll make that happen. That's fair.
I keep meaning to ask, and I keep forgetting.
Okay. Yeah, we switched it because we bundled with Hulu and stuff.
It gives me the option to renew your thing. I almost did it. Son of a bitch. You wouldn't even know either. Like, I think it still gives it to me. Like when I log in, it's like renew your subscription. 1 button. Renew. Swear.
I haven't changed my card either.
I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. I didn't do it.
Could you, if he would have done it by accident?
He wouldn't know.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
know.
he would not have known. It'd been like at least 5-6 months, and then Dana would. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name.
Well, you did.
Okay. Cut that.
Give her social security number.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, she probably like, hey, what's this charge?
I don't think so.
Are you in charge of the finances? I don't think so.
Yeah.
That hesitation told me everything I need to know. I'm not. I don't know how much stuff costs.
I don't know how to pay my utilities.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Like, yeah, I don't even know who our utilities are through.
Whoa.
That's probably bad, but they get paid.
God forbid something happened to your wife.
I'm sitting in the dark.
Eating tuna.
Passwords alone.
Do you know your
Yeah.
passwords?
Nope.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even know what website to get on. Like, know the password?
Hopefully, she saved them to like your computer.
I know, like,
and
our
stuff.
water and sewer, you have to drop off a, like, check form to City Hall.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I pay
Yeah.
everything online.
There's a drop box.
I
so-
think all my stuff is through the city. Like,
Yes, same with mine.
like everything. I pay one.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean,
what I
Shaman
did.
lived in the city. How did you? What before your old house? How did you
I
do it?
paid the apartment complex.
Oh shit.
See, all mine.
But here,
all mine's
everything's under one bill.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
All mine's separate. I mean, I at least know
only thing
who
I
the
don't-
provider is. I
The
don't
only
know.
thing I don't pay is I opted out for the city's internet
Yeah.
because it's not good.
Not up to Shaman standard.
I have very good internet.
Can't watch his hentai.
We had we had internet people come to our door yesterday.
Or were they doing the marketing like, oh, this is how much you will pay?
I don't know. My wife answered it.
I always get the gas people.
Dude, she set me up.
Let me ask.
She,
my
I
husband.
had a doctor's appointment yesterday. I was out, and they came, and she was like, "Come back at 5. My husband will be home." She told me
played
that
the-
when I got home. I'm like, "God damn it!"
Did they come back?
Yeah, they came back.
And you had to talk to them?
Nah, I was grilling at the time, so she answered. I legitimately got out of it, but I was like, "What'd you set me up for?"
Dude, I go to this grocery store that rhymes with Meyer. And, and it's Meyer. And every time, I think it's only on weekends, there's AT&T people,
Yeah.
and they're by the cards. And I always go check out the cards. And you would think it's the same people. You'd think they would remember me. But now it's to the point, like, I know the questions they're going to ask. So they'll come up and be like, and I'll be like, AT&T, blah, 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 fiber internet, and I'll just rattle off all these answers, like, got it all. And they're like, oh, thank you.
What is it like?
Canned
The
response.
people come up to me and say, it's AT&T. I have AT&T. Like, what are you trying to sell me right now? I have the like my internet is the top internet. I'm like,
I don't even-
That's what
Like,
I
what do
said.
you-
That's what I said. I'm like, I have AT&T. Internet's through you. They ask the bill. I just make up a number, and they're like, "That's really good." I'm like, "Yeah." There's nothing you can do for me, bro. Sorry. Just shut them down. Open up shop.
I just give off a vibe. Just don't talk to me. And most times, I'd say about 90% they don't talk to me.
you do exude that vibe quite often. All right. So you watched a movie that was recommended to you.
Watched 3 movies, sir.
Did you watch all 3 of
I
them?
watched all 3 of them.
Okay.
The Kingsman series.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched the first one.
Yeah.
So okay, let me preface it. I'm fresh off 8 Mission Impossibles.
Right.
8 impossible missions, Mr. Cruz. Which, did you know he does his own stunts?
My wife. My wife actually mentioned this yesterday because we were talking about Mission Impossible. She was like, "Do you think Tom Cruise just makes all these movies just so he can do the stunts?"
Probably.
Yeah, it was a good possible.
Yeah.
All right, so let's rewind before even Kingsman, right? Because I watched 7 Mission Impossibles. Sorry, that's very unprofessional. And then went to the movies by myself
For the first
on a
time?
Thursday at 11:10 a.m.
I love it.
I was the only person there.
The whole time.
Well, not the only person at the theater. There was some Lilo and Stitch people, but I was the only one in my movie the whole time, which
Love that.
was weird at first. But then, like, I had to go to the bathroom. I ran. There's nobody in there, bro.
The guy in the projection room is probably like, "What the hell?"
We got one of them.
I ran. I'm not missing it. I paid. It was like $10 even matinee.
Yeah.
I got a medium drink, small popcorn. Guess how much?
$12.
$16.50.
$16.99. $17.
Oof.
I know.
What'd you get to drink?
Starry.
You didn't get,
It
bring
was
anything in?
huge. A medium was huge. I drank like half of it. I should have got a small. It was so big. But I heard
But
that's
it's
how
only
they make
like
their
25
money.
cents more or something like that, right?
It wasn't much
Well,
more.
that's how they get you. They're like, "Do you want to get a large for a quarter
Yeah,
more?"
it
And I'm like,
wasn't
"Well,
that much.
shit,
Yeah.
twist my arm."
Yeah. But I heard that's how they make all their money. Like, they don't make a lot of money off the actual
Yeah,
ticket because
'cause
they
the
pay
profit
for the
margins.
rights.
Yeah.
Then I wonder. So it was weird being the only one, but like, I was like, I picked my seat right in the middle, right in the whole middle of the whole theater, and then I was like sitting there for like the first like 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm too far to the left, so I I moved over one seat. And I had all my stuff sprawled out.
Who's gonna say anything?
Nope, nobody, literally nobody.
Could you feel like you could have stayed there all day?
I feel like I could have not bought a ticket and went in. Nobody checked the ticket ever. There's
That's
an
fair.
automated thing, like a touch screen to buy your ticket. It prints a little receipt. I walked straight in,
Yeah, they probably
snack
have,
bar,
like, two
got my
people
stuff,
working.
straight in the theater. Nobody checked my ticket at all.
Yeah, they probably have like 2 people working until like 4.
They didn't even close the door till like halfway through the movie.
Really?
It's like the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
I know. I don't know if
Did
they knew I
that
was
take
in
away from the experience?
No.
I think that's why those tunnels are like angled like they are.
Yeah, I couldn't hear any other movies. During previews, I could.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then I was wondering, like, if I didn't buy that ticket, are they playing the movie still? Do they just play the movie in an empty
I don't
theater?
know
imagine.
because it registers as no one's in the theater.
Yeah, like, do they just... Because I feel like that's an electrical cost, right? Like,
Yeah, they probably just turn
it
the
doesn't
projector
seem like
off.
that much, but if you're playing 50 movies a day with nobody in it, you know what I mean, or whatever, like, you would think
That's true. That's a good point.
I was just curious. So if anybody works at a movie theater or worked at a movie theater, please let me know. If nobody buys a ticket, do they even play the movie?
Any good previews?
Nothing stands out. No. I should have wrote stuff down. No.
There's a new Wes Anderson movie coming out this week I want to see.
Yeah, Michael Cera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wes Anderson movies could be good. They could be bad.
I've seen good ones. I've seen great ones, and I've seen good ones. I haven't really seen a bad one.
I didn't watch that
but
Asteroid City or whatever.
That's maybe my least favorite.
You like Grand Budapest though?
That's my favorite.
Yeah. I watched it on a plane, so I feel like it's
Grand Budapest?
Yeah, and I feel like I was in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. Planes are tough because just, like, it's so hard to hear no matter what headphones for me. Like,
Well,
maybe I just have the cheap headphones.
maybe you do.
I do have a really bad habit of using the headphones they give you on the plane.
Dude, you can't complain then. I got them JBL noise canceling joints.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But, yeah.
And then without a doubt, I'll be into the movie, and my wife like, or no, she won't even hit me. I'll look over, and she's like, I'm like, I can't hear you. What do you think this is?
Do you watch the movies on your phone when you're on a plane? Or
Yeah.
Do you bring like a...
Yeah, I thought about bringing a laptop, but like the streaming stuff's weird with what you can download on certain devices and stuff. So
I tried. This is gonna make me sound pretentious, and I promise it's not. But I try to book airlines that have the TVs on the backs.
That's a little pretentious.
Well,
I don't think so.
you know, like Delta, United for a large part of it, except for the commuter flights, like Cleveland to Chicago. Those are just the smallest
Yeah, it's
airplanes
like-
you'll ever ride on, and it sucks. But
No, I don't even think about it. I just watch it on my phone. I have a little charging block. Not draining my battery.
You can no longer put those like in your bags and stuff.
We'll see.
I mean,
I'm gonna do it. See what happens.
yeah, because apparently a lot of them have been catching fires and stuff, and if they're in the
Yeah.
overhead bin or underneath, it's hard to get to them quickly.
yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I
We'll see if I get
I
stopped.
take extreme consideration in the movies that I watch on a plane.
I was
Yes.
on a full frontal nudity
yeah.
run on
Like-
accident
yeah,
for
Yeah.
like 4 in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We went to Mexico a couple years ago. A good movie, 300. That nudity scene with what's her name in it, just sitting next to some.
Yeah, that's kind of
probably
artsy though. It's like with the
The Queen.
Well, the Queen. Well, at first it's like the Oracle.
Queen's
Oh, yeah,
the oracles. That's the word I was
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for. Yeah, those are kind of like like mythical. That doesn't count.
I'm gonna
I
see
mean, you see,
getting
I
someone
mean, yeah, but
get like prone boned or something
yeah,
like that.
it's not. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, the Queen was getting.
Queen's a baddie too.
Yeah.
Everyone in that movie is a baddie.
Kinda, yeah.
You
Gerard
know, like-
Butler. He is.
Let's be honest.
I know who I am. Yeah. Anyway, it was a weird experience. I'd probably do it again.
I've done it multiple times.
People texted me a lot. During it.
Did you answer?
Yeah, some of them, and then
Who's he disturbing?
Well,
it was
that's what I'm
2
saying.
hours and 43 minutes long.
That's a long movie.
And
Did
Was
they
that-
say the name?
yes,
I don't even know what
yes,
the
they
new one's
did.
called.
It's called Final Reckoning or something. They did say something like, yeah.
Okay.
It's basically a part 2 of the 7th movie.
Hmm.
Which in the premise is terrifying. It's like a computer program that's they call the entity becomes like aware. It becomes sentient.
Like
And,
Terminator
like-
3 Res of
And it's
the,
like taking control of all the nuclear warheads, and like people are panicking. The USA is gonna bomb everybody to prevent them. It's a whole, and they're gonna sacrifice a U.S. city. Like it's a whole thing. It's
Which city?
terrifying. I don't think they say.
Yeah, because you know how many people you.
Yeah. I don't think they say. They're like based on a population and blah, blah, blah,
like
blah.
San Antonio. Like, what
They're
the
like-
hell? All right.
But it's terrifying. But Tom Cruise, 62 years old, ripped. In the first half, too, I'm like, this might be the most believable one yet. Like with the stuff that's happening, and then it just progressively. I'm like,
He's on a submarine at some point, right?
Yeah.
I can imagine that's
The
pretty
bottom
cool.
of the Arctic.
Ooh.
Well, because I don't want to spoil too much.
I
I'm
have
never gonna
seen
watch it.
one out of the
I know,
8.
but somebody might want to watch it. But
That's
like,
true. It is a new movie.
the submarine is carrying the entity.
Oh.
And like it sabotages the submarine.
And it potentially could use the missiles on the sub.
It does.
Okay. There you go.
It makes them think they're shooting at something, and they end up blowing themselves up basically. And then they sink the key, and they have the keys, and then people steal the keys, and then it's a whole thing. Tom Cruise has to go down and get something out of this sub at the bottom of like the Arctic. And he at one point he's down there and he cuts off his wetsuit
In the Arctic.
in the bottom of the Arctic.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's
You
ridiculous.
with a wetsuit,
It's
you're
ridiculous.
lasting-
Yeah. The technology and stuff's cool. Yeah, which brings me to then I watched the Kingsman series, 3 Kingsman. So I watched the first one, and
And the first one was Samuel L. Jackson.
as the bad guy.
Yep.
With a lisp.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a little
I don't think I prepared you for how quirky it is.
very quirky,
Yeah.
a little campy.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that.
It's very The Man from Uncle-y, which I don't know if you understand that reference.
No.
But yeah, it is.
The more I watched it, I was like, this is more, this is less Mission Impossible, more almost like Men in Black, but quirkier than that. It was almost like,
Wild Wild West.
yeah, it was kind of like Wild Wild West.
So, like, for an example, the end scene where
Well,
he turns on the chips or whatever.
I
And there's like the.
You thought he. I knew exactly what
I thought you meant the Queen.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, when the color, the explosives, and the like. But it's fun.
Not only that, like the umbrella, and he's like,
Yeah.
turns it to stun, and then
What did
just
you
like,
think?
okay,
What did you think of the church scene though?
that was cool.
That was really
There were cool
badass.
scenes. I did not enjoy the movie. I don't
Yeah.
want you to get the wrong
Yeah.
impression. I just went in with a different mindset, right?
Yeah.
It was fine. It was like I feel like it didn't know what it wanted to be. So
Mm-hmm.
like at times I was like, this is almost like a kids movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like,
people's heads are blowing up.
yeah, and like
Talking
doing it in
about
the
banging,
butt.
doing
And, like,
it in the butt.
yeah, it was like all over the place with that. Like I don't really know how to take this in. So that's how I felt about that one. I liked the main character arc.
Mm-hmm.
Almost for some reason felt like Spider-Man-y.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was enjoyable.
Okay.
The second one I enjoyed less than the first one.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah,
I understand why.
just the robots and like the
It
villain.
was
I didn't like
over
the
top
villain.
for me.
I didn't like the villain.
I was disappointed about one of the deaths in the second one.
Is that Pedro
Oh.
Pascal?
See, I
No.
liked
It's when the guy steps on the landmine.
Oh,
I liked the like the memory white. I liked that whole part of it.
that's
Um,
something you don't really see until.
It's kind of like a grown-up Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah, it was like Spy Kids for adults.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and heavy explosives.
yeah, and then like I just didn't like the villain and the whole. I mean, I don't know. Elton John was in it, which was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
The cast was great in both 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I enjoyed 1 more. Then I watched 3.
3 takes a different turn.
I don't think I've seen
I wasn't sure it was the same movie, like the same franchise.
Yeah.
it. Isn't it a prequel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a prequel where those people
If
aren't
they
even
wouldn't
in
have
it.
showed the scene in the suit shop,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known it was the same movie.
Yeah. The 3 is really cool because it ties in real stuff.
Yeah, Franz Ferdinand. And,
Yeah. And Rasputin.
yeah. Which that scene went way too long. That fight scene went way too long. I didn't understand the whole thing of him sucking the poison. It was a little homoerotic.
So that's how he became like involved with Sir Nicholas or whatever. I think that was who it was. Anastasia's dad.
Yeah.
He like did something to cure one of the kids, so they believed him to be like a magic man. And then during the communist revolution, when he was murdered, he just wouldn't die. Like, so they kind of play into that
Yeah.
in the movie too. Like, it was just weird. He was just surviving like gunshots and stabbings and stuff, and he was also rumored to have a massive schlong.
Really?
Massive.
Did they mention that?
I don't know.
I mean, he did have women.
He just knows it.
He
Well,
did.
it's like it was worldly discussed.
I'd imagine you could yield some power back in the day with that.
Yeah.
Although, like even further, like ancient Rome, it was said that like
The smaller, the better.
yeah, you were more intelligent. The smaller you were a barbarian, with the bigger.
I
This
think
way
the
to-
Russians beg to differ.
Anyway, it's like a war movie.
Yeah.
Like, which I'm sure you probably like it the best. Like, it was like almost a World War One. There was like trench warfare scenes, and which the Charlie scene in the trench is pretty devastating.
What about the scene when they do the night raid?
That was cool,
That's so badass.
and nobody's shooting because yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah.
They're all looking at each other, putting on like the trench tools and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, he runs back. He would have clearly got shot. And they shoot the guy with the flag. Like he's clearly on your side. Like
Yeah.
that was weird. But it was if they wouldn't have had the beginning scene with the jacket and the suit, the tailor shop and all that, I would not. I literally was like 30 minutes into it and was like, "Is this part of this series?" Like I looked it up. I seriously looked it up.
I would say it's more of an origin story than a prequel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, because he starts the group.
Yeah. Yeah. But that one is is it a little more grounded?
Much more. Yeah,
Yeah.
much more. It was much more realistic than the first two. It was a little more boring at times. Like I was, but there were some cool fight scenes. But like 2 with like Channing Tatum and stuff. I like the Americans.
Well, and then his girlfriend gone. I hate it when like
I like that.
I don't like it. It just I want to. I don't. It's and I know that like it drives the stories and stuff, but like the second one had 2 big character deaths in it, and it's like,
I like it though because it's like realistic.
I get
like
it.
You're not protected because you're a main
I
character.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah.
But I like Mission Impossible more. With that being said, I rank them 1, 3, 2.
Okay. Do you like them more than James Bond movies?
It's been a while since I watched Bond.
When are you going to tackle that?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking about next.
How many
are there?
James Bonds are there? He was about to say, how do I know?
Let me guess. All of them? I'm going to guess 14.
I say 16.
There's a lot. Dude, I was watching Sesame Street the other day.
Yeah?
And they had a whole James Bond skit.
Really?
Cookie Monster. Agent Double stuff. It was like...
according to Rotten Tomatoes, there's 27 James Bonds.
Oh my God,
Jesus.
there's no way. There's no way.
That's a whole month.
Yeah, dude, there's no way I'm doing that. I'll be so burnt out. I'll let you guys know in 3 years how this turn out.
You got to do it, James Bond.
I'll
at a time.
I'll watch Sean Connery on.
Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan,
Whoever the new one is, and then there's a
Daniel
lady.
Craig, and then there's the older ones.
I know, but I'm saying like there's no way I could start and watch 27 movies about the same thing.
Right.
I'd be so burnt out.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to watch next. I was thinking maybe Indiana Jones.
Have you seen all of them?
No.
I vote
Jack
that.
Reacher?
John Wick?
Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Because
Maybe I'll rotate
listen,
Indiana Jones, John
Indiana
Wick.
Jones, because on Father's Day, which is coming up, they're doing The Last Crusade, or what's the one with Sean Connery? Have you seen that one?
Mm-mm.
They're doing it in theaters. We could go see it on Father's Day weekend. I don't know if it's any time before or not. So you watch, that's the third one. You watch 2 before then. You watch Temple of Doom, or it's the Ark of the Covenant, and then Temple of Doom, and then we can watch that one.
And then there's
2 more.
5.
Yeah, there's this 4th one that has Shia LaBeouf in it.
I'm a fan of Shia LaBeouf.
Me too. I think he had some character issues, but
Who doesn't?
You know, that's in the 50s, and then the 5th one is in the late 60s. So they age with Harrison Ford.
Okay. Maybe that's next.
1 through 3 are significantly better than 4 and 5.
Does it hold up?
Enough. Entertainment wise, yes. But they definitely, now I say they kind of jumped the shark, but like even in the first one, have you seen the Ark of the Covenant? Have you seen any of them?
I've seen the first one.
Where
Well, snakes. It's always got to be snakes, right? That's the first one.
I think so. And they open up the Ark, and then the power of God
on the boat. Nazis.
I don't know if they're on a boat.
I thought they were on a boat at the end.
They're in like a valley.
It's been a while, so
Okay.
it'll be like watching it for the first time, I guess.
Okay. I recommend Indiana Jones.
Okay, maybe I'll do Indiana Jones.
Quality flicks.
I'll switch Indiana Jones, John Wick. I thought about Pirates.
Have you seen all
I've only
those?
seen the first one.
Wow.
My wife said Transformers. I was like, I don't think that's for me.
How many are there? Are those like 7 now? If
don't
you
know.
include
It's like
like
7 or 8.
Bumblebee.
I don't know. I
stuff?
rode the ride at Universal Studios.
Nice.
Nauseating.
At least the first 3 Transformers.
It's Megan Fox.
But she's in the first 2.
I can deal with that.
The third one has a blonde
All right.
chick.
So what are you gonna watch?
Well,
You gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
You can't be carrying all the weight. I understand I have a little more free time, but
you what franchise do you want to watch? I'll watch it with you.
it's gotta be something neither of us have seen though. You've seen?
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll sit on that for a minute.
We'll sit on it.
You come up with a franchise. you
Are
haven't
we
seen.
counting the animated movies?
No.
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 Of Indiana Jones?
No, of Transformers.
With Indiana Jones, there's young Indiana Jones movies when he was fighting in like World War I and stuff. There's one that I had a VHS of when I was little, and I forget which one it was because it was like a series. Oh, I
Probably
love
a
that
Lego
movie.
version too,
Oh yeah.
because there's a game.
The last one is cool because it shows him young as a Boy Scout, and you see where his fear of snakes comes from.
Ears are cold. It is. Let's just comment again. It is 80 something degrees outside. I brought sweats and a hoodie because Shaman's house is so cold. Anyway,
I appreciate it. I'd rather be cold than sweaty. But it is.
Yeah, I could throw something
is
on.
chilly
and
down here.
be more comfy. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Give me a nice medium blanket, and I'm going to sleep right now.
This is good sleeping temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that.
I heard you're supposed to sleep in the cold.
It makes it easier to sleep.
Yeah.
Do you think your dreams mean something?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep a dream journal. I've been having crazy nightmares.
I think I am spoken to in my dreams.
You
I
what?
can only-
I'm spoken to in my dreams.
By who?
Multiple entities.
Wow.
It's getting possessed.
Maybe.
I've had a lot of dead people showing up lately in my dreams.
Could mean something.
Could.
I
could
can
mean
only
nothing.
remember my dreams like maybe 30% of the time.
I could tell you, I had 3 separate dreams last night, and I could tell you every single one of them in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't dream until I wake up to go to the restroom and go and lay back down. That's when I dream.
That's
I don't know what that means.
That's called not sleep paralysis. It's called
I'm sleep.
no.
I don't know because I don't feel like I feel like I'm in a deeper sleep before I go to the restroom.
I forget what it's called. No.
Where I'm
Something.
like semi-awake.
There's a word for it.
Yeah. I have insanely vivid dreams at like usually like 4 or 5 a.m. after I come back to bed after using the restroom.
Do you think when you dream about other people, they dream about you too?
I think it's possible. I think there's a lot of things about dreams that don't.
Let's dream about each other tonight and see if what we remember.
Are you going? What am I going to be doing in your dream?
Well,
Who am I going to be doing?
no, I can't control it.
So that, like, you're half asleep, when you're like semi-awake.
Yeah.
It's called, and I'm gonna butcher this.
Love it.
Hyponageria.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. So
There have been times where I'm like, this is a dream. But then I usually wake up.
I
I
recently.
can't do that.
I don't know if I can do that. If I've done it, I recently dreamed about a plane crash, but I survived.
Don't watch
it.
plane crash movies on a plane. I was going to say that.
That's so. There was one I was going to watch. I forget what it was, but there was a scene where a plane crashes, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
That's bad.
So my last cruise that I went on, the night before we left, I dreamt that I was on that movie Poseidon, where the ship flips over,
Oh yeah.
and so I was nervous. My dreams have to be huge for me to wake up and remember them.
What do you mean huge?
Like I'm either dying
Oh.
or something else.
No. No. I have all.
Have you ever had an uncomfortable dream about someone that you shouldn't have had?
100%.
You know about sex dreams?
Hmm.
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
I don't know that I shouldn't have had it.
I don't know.
Have you ever had a dream more than once?
I
Yeah.
have dreams that build on each other.
I've had the same dream probably like 9 times in my life.
Not the
It's
same
just-
dream, but like something happens in one dream, then my next dream, I'm aware that the last dream happened. Then the next dream, I'm aware that happened, and it just builds on each other
See-
and builds on each other. Like I'm hiding something from people, and it's like in the next one. It's in the next one.
The one that I keep having, it's not just like, oh, I have it every couple days or whatever. It's like years apart, and I can remember it. It's
What is it?
it's like me wandering,
Personal.
and then just coming along to this person, and it's just like I'm meeting God almost, but it's not God, and it's just like
How do you know?
It's Lucifer. It's the devil. What if you just died?
I think I'm a big believer in whatever it's called, where you like find meaning in dreams. What's that?
I don't know.
Whatever that is called. Transcribe. No, that's like writing down. Whatever. Like to me, that dream sounds like you're searching for something.
Could very well be.
And you
I
have
always-
been searching
I
for
always wake
something.
up, like very sweaty.
Wow.
No, I
There's
mean
multiple
like
things that could happen.
sickly sweat.
Yeah.
Like
I think you're searching for
Doc
something.
Holliday and Tombstone.
that's about that's a good. I'm just dripping sweat, and I have to get up, and it's normally like not a full night's sleep.
I had a recurring dream when I was young that I was like, it was one of those classic, something was chasing me and I was in like it felt like I was running in
You
quicksand.
can't run. I always try and punch somebody too, and I can't punch them.
Yeah.
So I used to fight in my sleep, and I would put holes in the walls. Yeah. I had night terrors.
Like you got up out of bed? Or
No, my bed was always against the wall, and so I would always just throw a punch and
Is it still against the wall?
no.
I wish mine was.
Really?
I hate
He has a
sleeping
thing
in the
about
middle.
being confined
Yeah, I have to be like, I'd
How do
sleep
you
in a
know that?
coffin.
because he would sleep in my closet.
Yeah, I love that. I love being like,
there's something to you being.
like-
there's something to that in
What?
itself.
it reminds me of the
No, when
womb.
he's
Comfortable in the
over.
closet.
Yeah.
Oh. no, like when especially when I was younger, not now, but like when you're in a hotel room and the beds are usually in the middle, but there's that little gap between like the wall for the bathroom, let's
Yeah.
say, and the bed. That's my mecca right there.
You'd sleep in between there
Yeah.
on the floor.
Hmm?
Dang.
Yeah.
No,
And I
sir.
can understand pushing it up against that wall and sleeping it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of that.
Yeah, I don't have like.
I sleep with socks
I
on,
can't
though,
sleep
so.
with my back to the door. What? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care too much about that. Sometimes I think about it because we sleep with our door open, which I know is not good.
Yeah, it's bad for
I know,
fires.
I know. But from my angle, I can see like our hallway. Like I see like I don't even know what it's, I guess part of our living room, and then into the hallway leading to the front door. And sometimes it looks like there's something standing there.
Just close the door, man.
Oh, I know. But then the room gets hotter.
Do you sleep with the door open or closed?
Open.
You sleep with it closed. Protects you from fire. If you sleep with your door open and there's a fire in your house, you're gonna die. Smoke, flames,
I sleep right next to a window.
ocean, China. Yeah, I mean, mine's open too though, cause my dog.
You son of a bitch.
I know. Just letting you know.
do it
I
so
care about you
I
guys.
can hear the entire house.
That's crazy. I can't hear crap. I got my
I'm
fans
a very
blowing.
light sleeper.
I sleep pitch black, no sound.
Oh, that's
Nothing.
crazy. I have to at least have the fan on low.
I have air conditioner.
Yeah, but
It's
the
the noise.
circulation.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the noise.
You get what's that? You got like you have to have a fan on a baby so they get the air circulation, or they get something. I don't know what the something
My
is.
kid probably has it because he doesn't sleep with a fan. He has a humidifier.
Oh yeah.
Well, we grew up without air conditioning, so we got used to the sounds of fans.
Get the fan blowing on one end, the window open, which
You make it
was
sound
my
like-
bed was right next to the window.
We grew
Did you
up
have
with-
air conditioning?
Yeah, I remember
Alright.
getting. Yeah, as long as I can remember, we had air conditioning. Well, my
Like 90
servants,
and-
my servants would fan me.
Listening to the trains going in the middle of the night.
Freeway.
Love
That
it.
is some hood shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trains. If you can hear the trains in bed, it's probably not great.
Like anytime I hear, I'll still hear it every once in a while at nighttime, like driving or something.
I
It's
can hear.
so, like-
I can hear one from my house. I think the Monroe Falls. That's far.
There's no trains around here.
I mean, that's not
weird.
close to
Yeah.
my house.
There's a lot of trains by us. Well,
Yeah, but I
even closer.
can hear it. It's in
Well,
the
that's
distance.
because you're closer to Akron, and Akron was like a hub.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I live near an airport. Well, it's not. It's not a. We discussed
The
it.
trains go up in the air, and
They don't really fly at night though. It's not. It's not that kind of airport. It's a instructional airport. Nobody's like taking flights out of there. They just fly and come back.
you're right.
So
Test
it's
airport.
a little different. Anyway, way off track. I don't know if we discussed this or not. Not this exactly, but like, all right. So when you picture yourself in your head, right, you're way cooler than you actually are.
100%.
So
Right.
Yeah.
So
And then you see, look in the mirror, and you're like,
everybody
fuck.
does it. So if you had to pick an actor who you are in your head, who would it be?
Ooh.
Jack Black.
See, okay. He's not. It's not that cool. But
my more realistic
I would
answer.
pick Jack Black. My follow up was gonna be who would play you in a movie of you.
Okay.
Jack Black's a good answer for Shaman.
I think Kevin James could play me.
Kevin James now.
Yeah.
Not like prime. Because if not,
King of
I'd say
Queens
John
take-
Goodman, hands down.
Oh, okay.
But we're not talking about like he's too old now. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
okay.
if the movie came out next year.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I strived. Dan Connor is he the best TV dad?
I don't think so.
Wow. Who like
I'm a big Phil Dunphy fan.
Who's
from
that?
Modern Family?
he's a good dad.
I'd say the guy from Family Matters.
Yeah, he's a cop.
But he's fair.
Yeah.
Good dad.
He is a good dad.
Let me think
He's always
of who's
there.
playing me.
Uncle Phil's pretty solid.
I was gonna say Uncle Phil's one up there.
Mr. Matthews from Boy Meets World is pretty good.
Finney.
Well, Phoenix not a dad though.
He was a father figure.
Well, he's a father figure, but he's not a father. Not a Faja.
What was your answer?
Kingsman guy had dad issues too.
Right, well,
I literally was like, what?
The guy from Family Matters.
no, for
Danny Tanner.
no, he's a shitty dad.
I don't think he's shitty, but
Who do you see yourself? I'm still trying to think of that.
in my mind, I'm kind of Josh Hartnett.
Oh,
You're putting yourself up.
okay.
Yeah, I'm way cooler in my mind. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
you're right.
Realistically, I'm probably more Adrian Brody. That's probably who would play me. Is Adrian Brody. Do you know who that is, Shaman? Google Adrian Brody real quick. He's got the nose.
Did you pick Josh Hartnett because that's how you see yourself, or because of a resemblance? Adrian Brody.
That's probably who would play me.
No, I'm talking about Josh Hartnett. I want to be Jake Gyllenhaal
the guy from
so
the
bad.
Pianist.
Okay. So when you're
So
like
bad.
feeling cool.
When I'm feeling good, I'm like I can. be
Okay,
Jake
let me
Gyllenhaal.
rethink this then. No, I don't know.
Like I think Jake Gyllenhaal is the coolest guy, one of the coolest guys in the world.
Justin Timberlake. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool guy.
Pretty cool. When I'm feeling, I'm bringing sexy back. When I'm, you know what I mean?
don't think of myself
Just got a
that
fresh
good.
cut, got the music playing. Like,
Dude, nothing beats the drive home from the barbershop.
I have some anxiety sometimes that.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. You don't have a full beard.
That's true.
And when you get a fresh cut with a beard like lineup, you're feeling real good.
yourself.
Okay.
You're feeling really good.
So can I change my answer?
Sure. Who do you feel? Madonna.
Charlie Hunnam.
Oh, the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh my God, I hate you. Sons of Anarchy, you would.
Good looking dude.
Okay, Jake Gyllenhaal's a fantastic answer, though. That's what I was looking for. Something that's like, clearly you're not. You know what I mean? Not
Apparently you're
fair.
saying I'm like
It's
Charlie.
fair.
I don't look like Justin Timberlake or, I think because of the mustache, I'm thinking,
Adrian Brody?
Josh Hartnett and
Yeah.
Trap.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel currently when I'm cool
You could be Adrian Brody could be you.
in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Did
sure.
you look him up?
Yeah.
For
I knew
sure.
who he was. I just didn't. I'm not good with names. Like,
He's in the show we're watching right now.
Oh, really?
yeah, but he's in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so who would play you?
Who would play me now currently?
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't think we don't have very similar personalities at all.
That doesn't matter. He's an
No,
actor.
he's an actor.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Or
I think Jack Black for Shaman's a good one.
I think so too. Yeah, probably.
Zach Galifianakis, that's a good answer.
Probably.
Zach Galifianakis, Adrian Brody, and Jack Black. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. I asked my wife, and she was giving me wild answers.
What'd she say?
Who she
Tell me
felt
what
like.
she said.
I don't know if I should put her on blast. I'm not going to do that to her.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna go home and ask my wife.
Yeah.
So who would play you in a movie, and who do you feel?
Who would play your wife in a movie? That's a different question than what I.
Who would play
Be
my?
careful right now because how you.
No. The chick from Legally Blonde.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reese Witherspoon.
that's a good one.
Yeah. You answer now.
I was thinking Mila Kunis,
Okay.
but she's a little exotic. So,
Megan Fox.
no.
I'm just going off a hair
Tina
color.
Fey's a little old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like my original answer. That doesn't have to be spot on. Nobody knows
Courtney Cox, circa 1998.
Okay. I could live with that.
I mean, that's cheating.
yeah,
but
that is cheating. But okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Shaming.
What?
One last thing. When got fast food,
Yeah.
they don't fold the bag.
Yeah, they just hand it to you now.
They gotta fold the bag. Your heat gets out.
I like the heat to get out.
What?
That's because they now put the straws and stuff in the bag, and you can't fold the bags with the straw in it.
Like, I like, especially like McDonald's, I'll leave the bag open on the way home so the fries get a little soggy. Because they cool down.
What?
Yeah.
What if they're not like fresh fries?
You like cold
Even
fries?
better. I don't mind them.
I don't
Only
mind like
McDonald's
lukewarm
fries.
one.
Yeah, lukewarm McDonald's fries. My voice cracked there right there.
You're passionate.
Lukewarm McDonald's fries are top tier.
No, hot, piping, crisp, little crunch.
No, I want
I
it to look like a spaghetti noodle.
Oh no, dude, we are different people.
But like the kind of fries you get at like a fair, like fresh cut fries, those have to be crispy for me. I don't like when they're soggy. Cause those.
Do you put vinegar on them?
Oh, my wife does though, so we can never share fries. Do you?
Yeah, I'd go for that. Fair fries with vinegar, a little salt. Whew. Whew. Take
don't
me
like
back,
vinegar?
I
baby.
don't like vinegar at all. I can't stand the smell of vinegar. Yeah, I like pickles.
I like
I don't
pickles.
care
a
for
lot.
pickles.
No. I got some zesty bread and butters the other day.
All right, well. No, that was just my beef. I'm like, they kept, like, I put on the, I'm like, you gotta fold the bag.
I've noticed. I'm sorry, Shaman.
Go ahead.
I've noticed a lot lately too. They should size up in the bag, but they don't. So that's part of the reason why they don't seal it. I think. For me.
It's too full.
Yeah. Because I'm ordering for multiple people.
Yeah, let's go with that. No, but like in DoorDash, they just put the tape on it, and it's just like all that stuff. Like,
Taco Bell finally switched to paper because they were doing the plastic bags for a while, and the condensation was killing your your tacos.
yeah, and make it completely soggy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Soggy tacos?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
like hard tacos.
Any.
No, like a soft taco that's just soggy.
Yeah. Give me that shit.
Ooh, what is wrong with
I don't
you?
know. I don't know.
He's got it.
Soggy tacos. That's
Well, isn't
crazy.
a taco inherently soggy?
No.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be fresh.
Yeah.
And like if you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's always like not soggy. It's like firm to a point.
Unless it's like a smothered burrito. That's a different story.
I like
Yeah, if
it.
you're getting like a whole bunch of stuff on it, then it's reasonable.
I do.
Tacos should come with 2 shells.
I get loaded supreme tacos.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I get meat and cheese.
Oh my god.
If you went to Chipotle and they gave you just like the water from the beans and stuff,
Yeah.
that's what he's talking about, a soggy taco.
You don't get beans?
I do get beans.
Really?
I get black beans.
I go half scoop black beans. It depends. I'm switching to
I
bowls
haven't been
lately.
to Chipotle and
Chipotle's only good if I go there and
What?
get it.
yeah.
I get it at work all the time.
Yeah, dude. I get it like 2-3 times a month, easy.
Nope.
Bowls are better, in my opinion. Anymore.
I like the burrito better, but you get more bang for your buck with a bowl, and the end of the burrito gets messy. And
The thing with burritos is the way they fold them. You'll have, while you're eating the burrito, these 3 bites are all the cheese.
Yeah.
These 3 bites are all the corn.
Yeah.
That's not a cohesive
true.
blend.
That's true.
You know, which is great because I like the bites where it's just like the cheese, but then it takes away from the rest of the burrito.
Then you get a burrito bite that's just rice.
Right, exactly.
And you're just like,
Yeah. Dude, a couple times recently, Chipotle rice has been kind of hard. And there's one thing I cannot stand. Some, like, al dente rice.
Well, you like everything soggy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, rice is
You like sloppy steaks.
soggy.
I don't like soggy steaks.
Sloppy steaks.
So, what's a sloppy steak?
It's from I Think You Should Leave.
Oh.
Anyway. Do you not get Chipotle because you don't like it?
Yeah,
You don't like it.
don't prefer it.
Why?
It's overpriced. It's not.
Well, that's a different argument.
I don't. Well, no, it's like I don't like it enough to be willing to pay for that.
It's not that expensive.
Yeah,
Like
but
$8, $9,
for
$8,
me,
$9.
it's also not that good. I can spend half the price and get Taco Bell, and
Do you get the vinaigrette ever?
No.
You gotta do that.
But Chipotle?
Yeah. It's like
For
a
what?
Mexican Italian dressing.
For what?
Put it on your thing. Has a little zest to it.
We get hot sauce.
Put it on there too.
I think that's too much.
Well, see, Mr. Anti-freaking Soggy over here. Like,
Yeah, I don't want soup.
it's not soup. It's you give it like this little much in one of them plastic
I'll
containers.
ask. Next time. I've seen the containers, but
Yeah.
I thought that was for people who get salads.
I mean, it is supposed to be, but you can ask for it.
You
They're
know
not.
you ain't getting no
They're not gonna.
salad.
They're not gonna tell you no.
I've been eating salads lately. I get the pre-mades.
you go to Sam's Club and get those.
I get them from a couple other establishments. But essentially, they come in the
Little carton thingies.
yeah. Put my ham on.
What kind of salads do you get? The club or Caesar?
Yeah, the Cobb. I'm a
Cobb.
big
Cobb's not
Cobb fan.
That's the
Egg.
with an egg, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do like an egg. I lean Cobb, but my wife mixes it up. There's all kinds. Some come with like Fiesta with like
yeah, I like the Southwest one.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
You get the tortilla strips in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Went to a farmer's market. It was alright. Got some sauce though. Tried it. Alex stood me up. It's fine.
It's fine. There's a farmer's market a little bit farther away from your house that we've went to, and they have cider slushies. Really good. I don't know if they're in season right now.
I'm still chasing that strawberry, frozen strawberry lemonade high.
Have you ever had a wine slushy?
No, but I've seen them.
They're good. They're good. If you get the right kind of wine. Like the last one I had was like a blackberry wine.
I think they have them
Pretty
at this
good.
place in my hometown that we're going to go to in a couple weeks. Maybe I'll get one there. I don't know. We'll
Get
see.
drunk, take your shirt off,
Yeah.
cause a scene.
I'm known to do that.
Knows you there, really.
They absolutely know me there. More people know me there than they know me where I live for the last 10 years. For sure.
That's fair.
Should go back and run for mayor.
Do it.
You keep talking about that.
I want to hold political office. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This will come back to haunt me.
Yeah, you
I'm kidding, guys.
That's gonna be
you already
out of
said it.
context.
You already said it.
I learned how to bleep. I don't know if you guys caught it on the last episode. I learned how to bleep stuff.
Do you re-listen to the episodes?
Usually a couple weeks later.
Our numbers show us, Shayma. No. I'm just kidding. As always, we appreciate you if you're still here. And
Stay safe. I know, I was waiting.
Thanks for listening to the Extra Medium Show with Alex and Cory. Please make sure you like and subscribe.